Good morning, students. Let's start today's class with a positive vibe. Do not get deviated and concentrate on what the video is going on and understand with your workbook in hand. Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the topic adverbs. Actually, what are verbs which denote an action or which represent an action is called a verb. I am speaking, you are listening, I am standing. These all comes under verbs. Something which defines, describes, modifies a verb is called adverb. See here, a word that describes or modifies a verb is called adverb. And here, we have some examples here. See here, example: he swims well. She spoke softly. He works hard. Kamal coughed loudly. Now the season is Omicron season, so coughing or else getting fever, these are all very common. Within 4 days it's setting right, isn't it? The other example is students are listening interestingly. What the topic? What was the topic? Adverbs. Once again I repeat, adverbs are nothing but which add something in addition to the existing verb, or it modifies or else describes or modifies a verb is called adverb. These are the examples, right? Now let us see still more examples on adverbs on your screen itself. Carefully, slowly, angrily, bravely, busily, quietly, beautifully, cautiously, courageously, greedily. Students, we came to know what are adverbs and their examples. Now it's time to learn about kinds of adverbs. Kinds of adverbs we have totally 5. Adverb of manner, adverb of place, adverb of time, adverb of frequency, adverb of degree. Total 5. So first one, adverb of manner. Adverb of manner. Here I have written here in the capital letters. It denotes how actions takes place. In this adverb of manner, the first one, first kind, it denotes how an action takes place. Means whether the action is fast, whether the action is slowly. He is reading slowly, he runs fast, cheerfully, they are laughing cheerfully, easily. He is doing his problems easily, mathematical problems. So, fast, slowly, cheerfully, at the same time easily, immediately, angrily, all this comes under adverb of manner. Means how an action denotes. Okay, now let's move on to the second one, that is adverb of place. Adverb of place. Here, it denotes where an action takes place. Where an action takes place. Nearby, somewhere, here, there, nowhere, anything comes. Means where an action takes place. The action takes place here. The thieves are moving nearby. Nowhere I found your dictionary. Nowhere. Here nowhere is a adverb. Right? Anywhere. Where is he? Maybe we can search him anywhere. So anywhere is a adverb. How it became an adverb here? Please don't think whatever ly follows is an adverb. Slowly, easily, interestingly, these are all, wherever ly comes it's an adverb. Okay, but don't go with blind confirmation ly comes adverb, because we have these certain kinds, 5 kinds. Just now we have learned about adverb of manner. In this adverb of manner, what we saw? How an action takes place. Now the second one, where an action takes place. Okay. Now, it's time to go with adverb of time. Adverb of time. Here, when action takes places. When action takes places. Example, now, tomorrow, yesterday, daily, next year. This all comes under this. See? Now. Please do the problem now. Complete your task by tomorrow. Yesterday, have you done all the problems? You have to practice daily. So whatever the sentences you take, so when, and here where, manner, how. Out of 5, 3 completed. What is that? Adverb of manner, how, right? Adverb of place, where. Third one, adverb of time, when. Is it clear to you? First one is manner represents how an action takes place. Adverb of place, where an action takes place. Adverb of time, when an action takes place. Now let's switch on to the fourth one. Adverb of frequency. Adverb of frequency. Here, how often an action takes place in a sentence. Adverb of frequency, what is? How often an action happens or taken place. So for example, daily, weekly, monthly, annually. He do yoga daily. That is a weekly magazine. Do you have a monthly subscription? These are all type of words. Rarely, twice a week, even, often. So, how often an action takes place? That is called adverb of frequency. See the examples once again. Daily, weekly, monthly, annually, rarely, twice a week, ever, often, still more words we can get it. Okay? And now, the last one is adverb of degree. Here, adverb of degree in the sense, how extent it went on, how extent the action takes place. Adverb of degree. It is 3, 4 here. Adverb of degree, fifth one here, extent of an action. Or it is extent of an action. So how it takes place, extent of an action here, here how often. Fourth one. Now when come to the fifth one, adverb of degree, extent of an action means just, almost, deeply, extremely, really, very, quite. He just moved on. What was the extent? He just almost, the exams are postponed. Means almost. The knife cut deeply. He is extremely serious. So the depth here, extent means how extent in the sense how depth an action happens. That is called adverb of degree. So these are the 5 kinds of verbs. What are they? Adverb of manner, adverb of place, adverb of time, adverb of frequency, and adverb of degree. These all. Adverb of manner, how an action takes place. Adverb of place, where an action takes place. Adverb of time, when an action takes place. Adverb of frequency, how often it happens. And last one, adverb of degree, how extent it happens. Okay? These are the 5 kinds of adverbs. Now, let us move on to the next topic. Students, next topic of adverbs is positions of adverbs. See? Positions of adverbs. Till now we came to know what is an adverb and the examples and kinds of adverbs, and now it is positions of adverbs. So in this, the first one, adverb can be placed at the beginning. There are several rules and regulations where to be placed, where not to be placed. So, among them, we are discussing some of them. Okay? At the beginning means at the beginning we will use adverbs. There are some sentences like that. See, usually the summer is hot. Usually. Did you observe this example? And unfortunately, his business was dull. Unfortunately, his business was dull. Sometimes I wish to travel. Sometimes I wish to travel. So here the adverbs, three adverbs here, they started at the beginning of a sentence. Did you observe? That is one category. And now when we move on to the second category, at the end. Means at the end of a sentence we will be getting the adverb. Okay. How? She opened the envelope carefully. She opened the envelope carefully. Next, there is no wind today. There is no wind today. The winter is very cool usually. The winter is very cool usually. So, when we observe these sentences, and the question is here at the end of the sentence. What at the end of a sentence? The position of adverb lies at the end of a sentence. She opened the envelope, here we got at the end. There is no wind today and the winter is very cool usually. See here, 3. Here starting, here ending. Okay. Now in the positions of adverbs, first one we came to know at the beginning. Second one, at the end position. Now third one, see here, an adverb should be placed as close as possible to the word it modifies. As close as possible for what? To the word it modifies. For this we can see the example. See, we always meet for coffee on Sunday. We always. I slowly walked into the town. He nearly fell asleep at his desk. I am only going to stay in New York for a week. See the given examples. As close as possible. The adverb is as close as possible to the word that it is modifying. Sometimes we can go with auxiliaries also. The next point is that only. But now here, meet, walked, fell, going. This verb here, verb, fell verb, going verb. Right? For all these verbs here, the adverb is adding as close as possible. We always, I slowly, he nearly, am only. Don't think that only here we, I, he, am means only pronouns should be used. Nothing like that. Nouns or pronouns. Understood? So, always, slowly, nearly and only. These are the points. Now the fourth one. The adverb can be placed in between a auxiliary verb and main verb. Where? Between an auxiliary verb and main verb. Auxiliary, main verb. Isn't it? Now see the examples. Karthik was recently shifted to quarters. Recently. That is the adverb what we have used. In the next example, the train was suddenly cancelled. Suddenly. And the third example, Sweta has never been to Sweden. Never. Did you observe these? These are adverbs. AD. Representing with AD. And now, what is the rule here? An adverb is used between an auxiliary and main verb. What are auxiliaries here? See here. is, am, are, was, were, has, have or had, be, being, been, will, shall, can, may, would, should, could, might, etc. These all comes under auxiliaries, isn't it? And now see here, Karthik was, the train was, Sweta has. What are these here? Auxiliaries. Auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs. Understood? So with this we completed the positions of verbs. Totally as a synopsis, what are adverbs? Adverbs are nothing but which modifies or which describes or which assigns some other information to the given existing verb, that is called adverb. And its kinds are 5 kinds. What are they? Adverb of manner, adverb of place, adverb of time, adverb of frequency, and adverb of degree. Isn't it? Now the positions. There are several positions where to place, but mainly we are taking the 4 here. The one is at the beginning, next is at the ending, okay, and sometimes we will be using in the middle, and the last one is in between an auxiliary and also main verb, isn't it? So, basing on all this, we have come to an end of the topic adverbs.